What is up, and how is it going, guys and gals? You're listening to the voice of Boom Nation, and today I'm happy to be bringing you all a brand new Call of Duty Ghosts tips and tricks video. Now today you're going to be watching episode 2 of my best KEM spots series in Call of Duty Ghosts, and if you guys are not familiar with this series yet, basically I've dedicated it to showing you all the best areas and spots on each map in Call of Duty Ghosts to use when you are going for KEM strikes. Now today, as you can see, we're going to be playing on the map Freight, and this is actually a KEM strike gameplay as well. Now we're jumping in the second half of this gameplay, and you may have noticed that I already had about 7 kills towards my gun streak before the gameplay started, and so you're only going to be watching the last 18 kills of this KEM strike, but that's no big deal because they are the most fast-paced and the most exciting. Now, as you can see, I've just run through the underground tunnel to get to the enemy spawn, which I highly recommend, and I would also recommend that you open up that doorway that I just did. It's going to allow for more easy maneuverability throughout their spawn. Now, this is a huge power position where I am right now because you can look down that long line of sight and people will just run out of their spawn not even thinking to check there. It's really free kills when you need them. When you're trying to get a gun streak started, it's really nice to use, but of course, do not stay in the same spot for too long. That is my #1 tip for getting KEM strikes. Make sure you move around, and especially in this gameplay, because I was not using a silencer on my gun, it was extremely important for me to play as smart as possible. You'll see me popping in and out of their spawn building by opening up that doorway, and I was going to work. It was a lot of fun getting this gameplay, I'm not gonna lie. Tons of people on my screen at most times. You can see me just shredding people at long ranges and close. This gun packs a punch, and if you guys don't know what it is, if you haven't used it yet, it is the Remington R5 assault rifle. It's got very little recoil, and right here, oh my god, 4 bullets in my gun, 3 people on my screen. Do not know how I made that up. I don't know. I don't know how I made out of that alive. I don't know how it happened, but it happened, and I was so thankful that I did not die right there. But anyways, guys and gals, let's talk about the other area of the map that you can use that I'm not featuring in this gameplay, which is the opposite side of the enemy spawn from the corner that I was just talking about, and that is over by the stacks of wood, and it's just in front of the warehouse. As you see me get the KEM strike right there, and that's a very nice area of the map to use as well because there's tons of cover, and it's really easy to pop in and out of different locations to keep the enemies on their toes. Now, as this KEM strike is going off, let's talk about the class setup for this video. So as you can see, as I told you before, we're using the Remington R5 assault rifle, and the attachments on this gun that we are using are the red dot sight and the foregrip. Now, these are very nice attachments, but I know that some people prefer other attachments on this gun. Maybe you like the silencer and the extended mags, maybe you like the silencer and the foregrip, the red dot, the silencer. There's many different, possible combinations that would work with this gun nicely, but this is just what I was using in this gameplay. I was trying out different things, and I really like it. I was absolutely melting people at all ranges. It was a really good time. Now, moving on to the perk setup for this video, you can see that I was using the perks Ready Up, Stalker, Quick Draw, Scavenger, and Focus. Now, these are some interesting perks, and you'll notice I don't have Dead Silence or Amplify, which are very common perks in many people's class setups, but you notice that I also have both of those perks in my Specialist Strike package, which is very important. As you can see, my Specialist Strike package is in order: Sleight of Hand, Amplify, and then Steady Aim, and then I believe for my bonus at the end of that gun streak, when I achieve my Specialist bonus, I get the perks Dead Silence, Off the Grid, Resilience, and ICU, and these are all very, very important perks. I would believe that Resilience isn't really necessary on this map in particular, but I do enjoy using it for other maps. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, hopefully you learned something new. I encourage you guys to try this spot out for sure. Please leave a like rating if you did enjoy the video, it really helps me out. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks again for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a great day.